My Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 33. Listen up, a tale from the past. So today we learned a little bit more about the One for All and its history, and I thought that was really interesting in this episode. This entire episode to me was just a really interesting episode, and the way things were handled too, I thought were pretty interesting. So first things first, the backstory of the One for All for One, and his brother, how his brother passed down this quirk through generations to take All for One down. I thought that was really well done, and just the whole way that these flashbacks were portrayed in this kind of red and black kind of filter, I thought that was really cool and very artistically done, and I really liked it. I actually it's easily my favorite part about this episode, and just the idea of All for One's brother passing this quirk down. Just to take out his brother. That's how evil his brother was. That's how evil All for One is. I really like that. I think that really shows what kind of menacing force the League of Villains really is. And I think it goes to show on how powerful All for One really is. And I'm kind of scared to find out what kind of abilities he really has. By the way, if you have not already, watch the after credit scene for this episode before you watch this review, because there's something it shows at the end. Definitely go back if you haven't already and watch that after credit scene. Something that I really didn't like about this episode, to be honest, was the way they kind of mixed in this training little race thing, which was well done. I mean, it was well animated and it was funny. This episode had a lot of humor in it, actually, with Mineta, with Gran Torino even in the beginning. But the way they kind of splice in that training, scene with the race and how they're all trying to rescue him, I thought was just a little, like, I didn't feel a reason for it to be here. I feel like it kind of just felt like, oh, we need to fill in some story here, so, it's not that short of an episode. We need to show this backstory, but we need something in the beginning to kind of, fill in the gaps. And that's fine, I get it, but it just didn't really work for me all that well, to be honest. Like, again, the scene worked, it just, I don't know, it just felt kind of out of place, or one or the other. Either the flashback felt out of place or this felt out of place. I don't think that really worked together quite well, in my opinion. This, again, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like it hurt the overall episode in a way that makes me dislike it or anything like that. I just think it felt a little, like, I don't know, just was a little mixed match to me. Like, it didn't work quite well as I wanted it to. Although both of the scenes were fantastic and they worked in their own right, just together. I mean, I don't know how I felt about that. It just felt like there was a lot of action and excitement and comedy, and then it got really dark and grim all of a sudden. Like, just really, like, it just flipped the script all of a sudden. But yeah, seeing Deku using his abilities for the first time with his classmates, and using the full cowling and jumping through this kind of like obstacle course, I thought was really cool. First things first, Bones, again, fantastic animation. I will say that every single review, by the way. Fantastic animation. Even with the smallest things, they find a way just to make it look really pretty. But seeing all the students' reactions to how fast Deku is, and how much he's changed in the past, even All Might reacting to it as well, I thought was really cool. The Mineta moments were real. The little hole in the boys' locker room, wherever, looking into the girls, that was just absolutely hilarious. I love how that played out. I love how Deku was just like, I love Ida in that scene too. It was really funny. Classic Mineta, classic My Hero Academia. That really worked. It's been a little while since we've gotten some of that lewdness in this series. It really has, and Mineta, of course, is going to be the only one to bring it. So I really like that scene, and yeah, the backstory of the One for All. The way that Gran Torino kind of set this up in previous episodes, how he was telling All Might that you need to tell Deku this. This is important for him to know. He has the One for All. You need to explain to him. You owe that to him. And you could tell that All Might was reluctant to do so. You could tell that just in his tone of voice. Even Deku mentions this when he first walks into the room, how he seems different right now. Like, this is serious. And I like that. I like how, because All Might, I mean, let's be honest, he's he's kind of like he's a joke character. Like, I mean, he's not a joke, he's a very serious character, but he's funny, and he's always goofing around, he's always smiling, and that's just his persona, and that's what he brings on to be. And when he is serious, that's when you definitely get those moments of some feels, and I definitely felt that in this episode, especially towards the end of this, the whole flashback scene. So seeing him explain all this to Deku in this way was really, really well done. I really like how he himself didn't want to tell Deku this. Like, he doesn't want to put Deku in this spot, but he knew what he did in the beginning when he gave Deku this quirk. And I like that. It's like he knows what's going to happen. He knew from the very beginning, but now it's really setting in. It's really starting to set in ever since Deku's meeting with Gran Torino, ever since he met with him. I think that's one of the reasons why All Might was kind of afraid of Deku going to see Gran Torino, is because of that. I could be wrong there, but it's just kind of something I'm dipping into there. I think that's something that at least he was worried about going into their meeting, and how of course Gran Torino wanting Deku to know everything about the One for All, and even All Might showing restraint and holding back against Deku and not telling him all that needs to be known. That was really interesting as well. At the end of this flashback scene, he mentions that I won't be there by your side all the time. But he says it in a way as if he is dying, like legit dying. And that's kind of scary to me. That really is. I don't really know what that means. I don't know if he actually has an expiration date, like he legit is dying, or there's some other catch to the One for All that I don't know yet, that we don't know as an audience yet. That is really interesting as well. I'm scared, I'm a little worried, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely felt something there with just the overall scene and how it was playing out. I definitely felt a little bit of emotion. Like it struck me a little bit. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how things play out in the next couple of episodes, and how All Might is going to be dealing with Deku taking on the League of Villains and taking on All for One. Now let's talk about the end credit scene. This was one of my favorite parts about this episode, and it was showing All for One for the first time. And I thought it was a cliche, of course, in an anime series where they show the villain, with the lit up monitors around him, and mysteriously showing only half his face scarred, and his henchman, his doctor in the room. Like, it was a little cliche, I'm not gonna lie, but of course I liked it. It was really cool. I like what they're doing with this character, and the backstory makes him all the more menacing, and it works. It really does. I'm excited to see what his abilities are. He's becoming healed up. And I guess he's going to be back in his normal state, but he mentions in this end credit scene that Shigaraki is kind of taking his place, and he's giving Shigaraki the torch. He's passing the torch on to him, just as All Might has passed the torch on to Deku, and that makes sense to me. But why would he feel the need to be healed up? And he's like, Doctor, well, you just need to fix me already. Why does he feel the need to do that if Shigaraki is the one holding the torch and the one that's going to carry out the demands of One for All? Or sorry, All for One. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I'm sure there's going to be some more interesting stuff playing out throughout this season, or throughout this entire series as a whole. That was really cool. And then also this kind of field trip thing that they're going to be taking throughout the summer sounds really fun. How there's one more final test. Next week's episode looks really exciting. I'm happy to see kind of them going back to the school days of this series. I think that's one of the reasons why I really liked the beginning of this episode when it was talking about this kind of race that they were going through. I like the training exercises. I like the interactions between the characters, and I think I like that they're going back to that, and we're going to see more of that. How it's a little more lighthearted. I just hope they can blend the lightheartedness with the serious tone of all the villains and the backstory and everything. I hope they can just blend that a little better in the coming episodes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All in all, I really enjoyed this episode. I'm going to give this one an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I was gonna go 7, but again, I really enjoyed both aspects to this episode a lot. I just didn't like them together. But that doesn't detract too much from the episode. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a small nitpick. So I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Comment down below. Give me your thoughts on this week's episode of My Hero Academia. What do you think of the backstory of the All for One and the One for All? How do you feel about this sibling rivalry, and how his brother passed down the torch to each generation to take out his older brother. How do you feel about that? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you think is going to be happening with the League of Villains. Comment down below again and let me know. Hit that like button if you enjoyed anything that I had to talk about today, and please be sure to subscribe for more My Hero Academia related content, anime stuff, gaming stuff as well. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. On a side note, something that I feel the need to mention is my lack of internet in this apartment. It's something that's been adding increasingly amounts of stress on my videos for the past couple of weeks, ever since I moved here. I wanted to react to this week's episode of My Hero Academia, but was unable to because of how bad the internet is here, because of just how much Crunchyroll was buffering on my phone. It took me literally 45 minutes just to watch a 22-minute episode, and that hurts. It really does. I've recorded videos before and was unable to upload them, and when I was able to upload them, the topic of the video was just non-relevant anymore, and that also hurts. It's just, as a content creator, as an up-and-coming content creator, someone that's trying to push a channel forward and trying to gain traction and gain viewership and subscribers and likes and comments and all that stuff, seeing this be the thing that's holding me back hurts really bad. I'd rather have it be my fault. I'd rather have it be like, oh, well, I'm just sucky at this and that. I'd rather have it be that way because that's something that I can work on. But this is just like, it's like a rock in my path. Like, I can't get it out of the way. And it's something that I've been trying to keep under the table and something that I've been trying to avoid talking about. But again, it's hard not to, because it really creates stress on me, and it makes me not want to even record videos at all. Like, it makes me, my heart's not in it because of how difficult and just how stupid it is that I have to jump through all of these hoops just to record a video and talk to you guys. So again, I mean, I don't really know what to do. I'm not saying I'm going to stop YouTube or anything like that. Hell no, absolutely not. I want to get this thing going. I've been trying to for the past year and a half now, almost 2 years now. And it's a lot of stress. It really is. And I'm sorry to kind of just butt into this video, but it's something that's it's been hard to deal with. I will find a way to do it. I want to react to more My Hero Academia episodes. I mean, we're approaching the end of the season here. I've been, I wanted to react to this week's episode. I've been trying to react to almost all of the episodes because that's something that I really enjoy doing. It's really fun, and I know a lot of people enjoy it as well. But again, like, it's so difficult. So, in the future I will try, but I can't put that stress on me. If I can't, I can't. I won't. I will just record a review. I will try just to watch the episode, even though that's a difficult thing now too. But other projects that I've been trying to do. I mean, I was supposed to record a video with a friend of mine the other day and was unable to because of this sucky internet. So that's also a problem. Taking on other series. Like, there's like 3 or 4 other series that I want to be reviewing right now, but I'm unable to. Not just because of time constraints and work and life, but because of how shitty my internet is. So yeah, again, it's something that I'm actively trying to work on and make better and improve, but I don't have much control of it, to be honest. And I don't know, it's just bugging me. I apologize again for kind of just being all bleh in this video. It's not, again, I don't really like doing this kind of thing, but it's just something I felt like I had to talk about. It's been bugging me for a long time now, so again, I apologize. I am not dropping this channel at all. I will continue to make videos. I'm sorry if you hear noise over there. There's people in this house right now. Thank you for understanding, and thank you to all the people that have watched my videos and have liked and commented and everything. That really lifts my spirits and keeps me going. So I really appreciate it to all. Again, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.